It's only been a week in fall camp, but I know you've seen these guys throughout the summer. So what excites you about this Vikings program as we head into 2017?
Honestly, I think everything is exciting. The defense, they go crazy. They make big plays, and I think that is really exciting. And then the offense, we're starting to pass a little bit more this year. And so I think it gives a little more variety than we had last year. I think it gives me a chance to show off some more of my abilities. So I think, this year will be really fun.
When you take a look at what you guys have offensively, you're coming back. Mason's coming back at the running back position. You have other running backs with experience. But offensive line-wise, you played some sophomores last year, but they're now juniors and seniors. How much are you relying on this offensive line to really set the tempo for what you do offensively?
I think that they're the biggest role in the offense because, we run the ball a lot, obviously. So, they make the big plays, and then we just kind of do all the little work. And I think if they mess up, then that messes up, the big plays, And so I think they should take the biggest roles in the offense.
As a quarterback, you feel pretty confident about where you're at in the offensive line, considering, man, it seems like you guys have a lot of experience up there. As a quarterback, that would be relieving to me.
Yes. Yeah, we have, about 3 or 4 guys coming back, so they've had a ton of experience, and I think that really takes a lot of pressure off of me back there. So.
Do you play on the defensive side as well?
No.
Okay, so as far as this team goes, what are some of the things that Coach is stressing to you and stressing to this team from day one of practice? What are some of the things you're focusing on?
Well, our little motto is about us, so I think our biggest thing is play as a team, and he says our biggest thing is we can only control our attitude and effort, and if those are bad, then we play bad, but if they're big and good, then I think we do really well. So.
All right. Anything else you'd like to add?
No.
All right. What do you like about this team, and what are some of the things that excite you about Huntington North entering this season?
I like everything about this team. It's like a brotherhood. We've all known each other since freshman, middle school. We've all been playing football together, even since the Powell League, which is our younger league. And it just creates a bond, and it helps us work together really well on the team. And I'm just really excited for the season.
Tell me about this defense. What are some of the things and attributes that really stick out to you, and who are some of the guys that are going to be taking bigger roles for Huntington defensively this season?
This year, our linebackers are going to have a really big, oh my gosh, what's the word?
Role? Or?
Yeah, they're going to have a really big role this year because we were running a different front than we did last year. We're going to have 2 linebackers, and Charlie Agnew and Brock Eltzroth, that we're going to have to step up on the outside and our inside edges. Me being the only returning DB, I'm going to have a big leadership role between our secondary. So.
How much do you look forward to that, having that Friday night experience, and what are some of the things that you tell some of these younger guys that they can expect on a Friday night?
I always tell them, keep your cool. You don't want to be nervous. You don't want to be expecting to get beat deep. You want to play confident, and you just want to fly around and have fun.
For you, what are the biggest goals as a team for this squad this year, and then what are some of the things that you see that can help you attain those goals?
I'm wanting the defense to get more turnovers. Last year we didn't get as many turnovers as we did last year, but this year our defense has been working really well together, and I think we're going to be ready to fire off the ball and just hit people and get fumbles and all that.
You're part of what is a big junior class here. You guys played at Tahun as a class as sophomores, so now that you've got some of that Friday night experience and those Friday night jitters out of your system, how confident are you that this team is ready to kind of take that next step as you sophomores become juniors and become leaders for this team?
I kind of like having the younger class. As you said, we get the experience, get it out of the way, so we kind of get used to it. It lets us be more leaders, and it allows us to be led more because, you just got to have that teamwork and communication out there.
Last year you played a lot of sophomores on the defensive side of the ball specifically, so how much is that experience keying what you guys do this year?
It gives us a lot of on-field, so we're not as jittery like you said. It also gives us just the confidence to be out there and doing what we're doing.
When you take a look at this defense, what excites you about this D?
Everything, really. I mean, we've really progressed from when we started this year and from last year as well. We lost a lot of seniors, and that was really big to us. They were playmakers, but we've got some younger guys stepping in to be the playmakers.
For you, how much do you take it on as a leader for this defense to really lead the defense and really get the defense moving in the right direction, especially as the season begins?
It's really a communication thing, like if we're all talking, we have to know our jobs and do what we do best. If we're off a job, we'll communicate it and we'll get it figured out.
All right. Final question for me, goals as a team for this year, what are they for Huntington?
Just really step it up and play as a team.
Perfect, man.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
I think just the attitude and enthusiasm these kids bring to practice every single day, that makes my job more enjoyable. And we haven't had that. It's always been, we've had to kind of push and push and push to get that. This group gets it. And I think that's what's exciting to me as a coach.
When you take a look at this team offensively, You got a quarterback coming back. You got a running back with good experience.
Two of them, yep.
Yeah, coming back. So where are you at offensively, and what excites you about the offense? Because I know last year you like to put up more points on the board.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, yeah, anytime we can put up more points would be great. But, yeah, I expect a lot out of this group. We are ahead of where we want to be, and I just made an announcement to the team. We talked about it, coaches, this weekend as we met. We need to push these kids even further now. The expectations have to be higher. Yeah, we got stuff installed, but it needs to be perfect. Everything needs to have a point of emphasis on it.
Tell me about this offensive line, because even though you have a number of juniors, really you have a tremendous amount of experience back, and it's always good to have that in the trenches.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it makes you comfortable as a coach, and again, it's one of those things where we can fall back on some of that base stuff and really fine-tune everything now, and I think that's going to show on the scoreboard for us offensively this year.
Defensively, who are some of the guys that are going to be playing big roles for you guys this year, and then what are some of the things you like about this team defensively?
And again, it's kind of the same as we talked about the offensive line. We had a lot of sophomores playing. Our linebacker core is essentially all juniors this year, starting off with Brock Eltzroth, who started every game for us last year. Charlie Agnew was in there last year, all juniors. Corbin Quakenbush is a new kid. He's a junior as well, so he's a linebacker. Kaleb McVoy, he's a safety position for us, so he's really our lone senior. We got another senior out there who's getting his first start this year at corner, but really it's a junior-heavy defense for us, which is awesome.
Final question for me, goals for this team, and what are some of the things you are working on specifically to achieve those goals?
Again, I think it's just pushing the kids. Our goal this year is we want to make a mark in this conference. We deserve it. The kids deserve it. They've been working their tails off, but we have to execute, and we have to do what we are expected to do.
Anything else you'd like to add?
I'm just excited about the season. Can't wait to see what we can do.
Perfect.